I'm so proud of Streamline, and I can remember when I got the call from Joe about this special customer that we had that really touched their hearts when they were in their house.
Well, I had been living here, like 20-something years. So I was gonna try to refinance so I could get some things done. When I went to do that, they found that there was a leak under the house and there was water under there. I couldn't do anything.
Her entire drain system was just completely corroded. So essentially her plumbing system was unstable.
So I didn't know what to do. So I Googled how you demolish, how you destroy a bathroom, tear it apart. And I called plumbers after plumbers after plumbers. They were saying they couldn't get up under there because it was too low, because it was very low to the ground. And did a little bit of stuff. Next day we turned the water back on, it was still running. And that was over $1,000. And I said, First he wanted $2,500 and he hadn't did anything. I said, no. And so it was just a big mess. Finally, I did call Streamline. The guys that came out and they started working, and they worked.
Then I wrote in the notes, this will not really solve the problem. And ultimately, she understood that, and she never really asked for anything. She just let us know, this is what I can afford, thank you for coming out. And she'd had some plumbers come in the past that did bad work, which only made the situation worse. Everyone kind of had the same mentality that it's a bad situation. You could tell she genuinely, she just needed help.
And so one day I was coming home and I got a call from Mr. Sweet. And he said, Ms. Nelson, can I come by and see your project? I said, yes, sir.
Part of the great thing about Octavia when I first met her was not only finding out that that we could help her a little bit, but finding out about her. And Octavia, from her background of being in the military, being a veteran, to being a teacher and taking care of people, to taking care of her family, that's what we're all about. So when we can help each other and we can support somebody who in the community has been supporting people every day of her life, that just warms our hearts, and that's what we're all about.
Looking at the project, and he said, my guys really enjoyed doing something for you. They want to do something for you. And I said, okay. He said, so they're going to do this work for you free. I said, sir? And I was going like, he said, everything. I said, sir? And I almost like fell over in the hole that we had, tore out everything, because everything was tore out, the floor, everything, the walls, everything. I'm just so grateful that God has put people in my life. They were really friendly and I enjoyed them. We had a laugh, we just laughed and ate, and we had a good time. And they just worked.
She always offered to get us food, and she wouldn't take no for an answer.
Miss Octavia was awesome. I remember me and Joe, whenever we go there, like the crawl space was like this tall in some places, and it was like, but I know we'd both be like really happy to go there and see her. Whenever I showed up, she called me her son, which was awesome.
Jaden was so sweet and adorable. And I started calling him my son. So every time somebody come by, I said, where's my son?
She just thought it was funny how dirty we were. Like every time she saw us, we were like covered in dirt.
But all of them was just adorable, and I just thank them from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't ask for a better job. I couldn't ask for a better plumbers or electricians. They were amazing, and they did a great job with enthusiasm, with professionalism, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I look for, because I was a professional and I'm a stickler for, stuff being right. I just fell in love with them, and I told them, I said, I have new brothers, and a new son. They said, well, you got more godchildren than anybody I know.
She was happy and excited. I was happy and excited to be able to do that for her. Octavia has been part of our family, and she will always be a part of our family at Streamline.
And I just felt so relaxed and so thankful. And I just felt like I had a new family, and that's just the way I feel about them.